That's good. Welcome, Carla. Welcome, Southern Cross Community Church, to the natural habitat of another one of Southern superstars. This time it's John Rumble. Let's go in and check out. I think you'll be surprised with what he's doing.
Yeah.
Just through here. It's going to get a little loud from now on, but we'll see him.
It's like a drone or something.
That's it. He's just stopped.
There you go.
John, so just tell us where are we and what are you doing here?
Okay, well you're at the Hope Springs Music Group, or Marimba and Percussion Group if you like, and this is the Arden Crescent Uniting Church where you're at now.
Yeah.
But most of our stuff happens through Edwin Street, which is the Cross-Gen Uniting Church, which is like, well, you can say Heidelberg Heights or Heidelberg West Uniting Church.
Okay.
And that's just been renovated, and we're moving back in this week, so that's why the group's here today. But as of next week, we'll move back to our newly renovated space, which is good. We normally have our art group here on Monday mornings in this space here, but the music's usually over there on Monday arvos, but it's just while we've been living a nomadic existence, we've kind of been moving around, and we're basically we're a community of folks. It arose out of when the psych hospitals closed down in the 90s, and a lot of people were going out in the community who had been in those institutions for much of their lives, many of them, and there really wasn't anything in the community to support them and their families and carers, so Hope Springs sort of sprung out of the need for that kind of in the late 90s.
That's brilliant.
So we started off setting up carer support groups and also started providing day programs just to help get people together and give them a sense of community and stuff. So it's kind of just kept going from there. We've still got a carer support group that runs once a month in Eltham, and that's been going, that's probably the longest group that we've had going. And we still have day programs, and most of the stuff revolves around art or music and stuff like that. So we have the art group and the music group on Mondays. Wednesday, Arvo, we have a drop-in where it's pretty much everything, isn't it, Lisa?
And the women's group.
This is Lisa, one of our volunteers.
And the women's group on a
And
Thursday.
Malcolm,
G'day, Malcolm.
who's got a headache but he's soldering on the background there.
Good on you.
There's drop-in has kind of fallen out of favour in psych services in recent years.
Okay.
And we believe strongly it's something that's really important, it's something we really value, because people just want a place to be, and if you can identify other needs and things they have, you can use the drop-in as a point of engagement for them, linking them into other stuff they might need. So we've got other structured sort of groups around that, like the art and the music, but drop-in you just kind of do a bit of everything, don't you?
And the women's
And we've got the
group.
women's group as well, which is a new thing.
We've done that as a test run.
Yeah.
So the women can get together and do things women want to do.
Yeah.
So, John, as a church, as a group of your friends, how are we going to be praying for you in the next 12 months?
Oh, well, I mean, there's been some exciting things that have been happening, I guess. So I've got an extra day a week at work, which is good, and so I'm 4 days a week now, which will help. I'll just ease the load a little bit. The women's group, I guess, is something to pray for, because that's something that's just sort of starting to really come along now.
Yeah.
Pray for the women's group.
And
Pray for all of us. Pray for all of the volunteers and the coordinator. And we will need prayer.
How long have you been at this for, John? Like in total?
Well, for me as coordinator, I've been in this role for about 3.5 years. About 4 years, Lisa tells me now. Time flies. No, it basically had Pete as the coordinator, and then Pete and Dana, who job shared it. And
Dana, we
all
know.
the volunteers, like basically, well, now we have myself as coordinator for 4 days a week.
I come down 3.
And then we've got about 20 odd volunteers like Lisa and Mel who help, because we couldn't keep all the groups running without all our volunteers. So we're very indebted.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, all doing all kinds of stuff, from helping out in the kitchen to texting people around to
do anything without
helping to run music groups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
We enjoy it. John's been great.
So, John, why in your view, did that fall out of favour, the drop-in with the psych services?
I think it's complex. There's a lot to it, but I think predominantly it was something that was seen as a bit sort of airy-fairy and unmeasurable in terms of being able to measure definite outcomes.
Yeah.
And I think there was a bit of a backlash against what was perceived as a fostering, trying to get people out into normalised communities should have been the focus, they believe, and kind of fostering a community where, you know, you're not encouraging people to enter into more normalised activity, you're encouraging them to sort of stay in a...
Okay.
But what we would argue is that people have a right to somewhere where they can come and be with friends and be free of stigma and things like that. And for a lot of folks, feel comfortable.
Yeah,
and sometimes in the wider community, you kind of get that stigma, and it's hard to avoid that. So, and we believe that it's somewhere that you can be a launching pad for going out and doing other stuff.
Work outside the outside.
That's okay. Okay, what is it that you do here to help John out?
I'm a social work student here, so I help with the groups. I help facilitate. There's 4 different groups that we do, so and an outing as well. So I help facilitate all of those, help manage, help with a bit of crisis counselling, those sorts of things.
Oh, good. So the 4 groups, what are those 4 groups?
So there's the open campus, which is a Monday morning. Then there's the Marimba group, which we're currently doing now, which is a music group. On a Wednesday, we have a drop-in where everyone just comes and does a bit of whatever they like to do. Thursday, we have a women's group. Then we have the outings on Friday every second Friday.
Caleb, you're going to be doing some mean editing on this, I can tell. But I think you're going to leave that in, aren't you? I know you are.